Welcome back to the channel, and today I'm gonna be telling y'all boys what to expect after you cut your dreads. Now I know, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people recently have been cutting their dreads over the last 365 days, you feel me? Playboy Max, Kai Cenat, all these big people are cutting their dreads, so I feel like the dreadhead era is coming to an end. Even me personally, you know what I'm saying, I used to be a little free-form dreadhead, and I left the community like 2 months ago. So after I have cutting my dreads off almost, you know what I'm saying, 90 days ago almost, I'm gonna just be letting y'all boys in this video know exactly what to expect after you cut your dreads off. Because if you think about cutting your dreads, you want to know what life gonna be like, you probably nervous. So I'm gonna go ahead and tell you feel me? If you're new to the channel though, I ask you to do me a favor, like the video, sub up, follow me on Instagram, and I ain't even finna talk too much. I'm finna just get into it, you feel me? So like I was saying, you know what I'm saying, the dreadhead era is coming to an end. Everybody knows from 2020 to like 2023, dreadheads ran TikTok. And honestly, that era is coming to an end, you feel me? I cut my dreads off almost 2 months ago, back in like August. And I'm gonna just let y'all boys know exactly how my life has been, how people treated me when I cut my dreads. Basically, everything that you're scared of or that you want to know about cutting your dreads off, I'm gonna let you know. So the first thing to expect when you cut your dreads off is that people will have something to say. That's almost everything in life though. But we're gonna talk about hair though. When you cut your dreads off, people will 100% have something to say, whether it be positive or negative. And honestly, I just recommend that if you cut your hair off, bro, I honestly would recommend doing it like, really ain't no recommendation on when to do it. Just do it whenever you feel like it. I was gonna wait like a year to cut my hair off because I was gonna grow my hair out under the dreads, but I was like, bro, I'm just go ahead and get it going. But when I cut my hair off and I posted it on my story, it was like a lot of people who loved it, and there was a lot of people who had something negative to say. And honestly, when people don't like you anyway and they just can't find anything to say about you, just know when you cut your hair, them people gonna get on you for that. People gonna try to bring you down for that. But that's like a life lesson. People gonna bring you down no matter what you do. So honestly, just do what you want. It's your life. Once you get to a point where like you let other people's opinions dictate what you do and what actions you make for yourself, then it's not your life anymore, bro. It's their life. But for sure though, that's honestly the first thing I just want y'all to know. When you cut your dreads off, people will have something to say. People are gonna give their opinions. People are gonna talk about you, bro. And it's gonna be good or bad. I had a lot of people who loved my hair, who told me I looked amazing, who told me that I looked better without my hair. And then there was a lot of people who told me, bro, I'm chopped. Bro, you're ugly. Bro, why'd you do that? And at the end of the day, bro, an opinion is an opinion no matter if it's positive or negative. Like, if you let any opinion, no matter if it's positive or negative, you know what I'm saying, change what you think about something, then that's not good, bro. And I really had to realize that. So honestly, I feel like me cutting my dreads off really made me understand, bro, like what people say really doesn't matter, bro. I'm gonna do what I want to do regardless. I'm gonna be who I want to be regardless. And at the end of the day, you are who you are regardless of what's on your head. It don't matter if you got a head full of hair that goes down to your back, or it don't matter if you're bald. You're the same person that you are regardless, you feel me? So honestly, that's the first tip. People are gonna say stuff about you and they're gonna talk about you regardless. So just know when you get your new hairstyle, when you cut your dreads off, just be ready to hear positive and negative, you feel me? The next thing to expect after cutting your dreads off is that you will look way more clean and presentable. Now, I just want to go ahead and say that I'm not saying that if you have dreads that you look dirty or that you look like a thug or you look like whatever. I'm just keeping it a buck, bro. When you have dreads, bro, you will never look as professional and as clean and trustworthy as somebody who doesn't, you feel me? Like me personally, I cut my dreads off, bro. I feel like I look cleaner and more like taken care of now. When I had my dreads, especially when I didn't have a retwist, because I never had a retwist because I had freeforms, I feel like I just look clean and uncapped. And it's just only so much cleanness you can look like when you have dreads on your head. But for sure, when you cut your dreads off, bro, you're just gonna look like a whole new man, bro. Like, I feel like most people who cut their dreads off, unless you grew your dreads out to cover your face because you feel like you're ugly or something, you're gonna be fine without it, bro. Like, you're gonna look way better without dreads. Like, in my opinion, I feel like most people, like certain target audiences would say that I look better with dreads, but in my opinion, I feel like I look better without them, you feel me? But also, I also feel like I look good whether I have dreads or not. Like, I'm gonna grow out a different hairstyle, but it don't matter what's on my head. But my reasoning for me cutting my dreads was that they were getting like long. They were started touching my face, touching my skin. It was hot. I was sweating. I was looking like a thug. I had to take care of it. I ain't like none of that. So just know, when you cut your dreads off, you're gonna look even more clean and more presentable than you would as if you had the dreads on your head, you feel me? Like, I ain't gonna lie, bro, this right here, Lily Hay, used to look a mess. Like, if y'all go back and look, bro, it was tough, but it was messy, bro. And they were thinning, it was falling out, it was all sorts of stuff wrong with them dreads, so I just let it go. For sure though, you know what I'm saying, when you cut your dreads off, those are the first two things that you should expect. People are gonna talk, people are gonna give their opinion, and you're gonna look even more clean and presentable, you feel me? For sure though, now I'm, you know what I'm saying, go ahead and tell y'all boys the next thing to expect after you cut your dreads off, you feel me? So honestly, I feel like this is the main thing the majority of men who want to cut their dreads off don't cut their dreads off for, and that is the women's opinion. A lot of y'all who have those dreads probably feel like if you cut your dreads off, you're gonna lose your roster, you're gonna lose your female attention, you're gonna lose all the hugs, whatever you want to call them. Me personally, I honestly don't see a difference with girls from now to when I had dreads. Like, honestly, bro, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But I don't know if it's like a personality thing or what. But when I had dreads, I still had no problem talking to girls and like getting girls to like me or getting to hang out with me or whatever the case may be. And honestly, it's the same thing without the dreads. Like, girls still like it. I'm still like stylish, you know what I'm saying? I still smell good. I still take care of myself. So honestly, me personally, I don't see a difference. I know a lot of y'all have probably heard stories of like men cutting off their dreads and they just lose all their women interaction. And I'm gonna go ahead and be honest with you, bro. If you lose every single woman that you have because you cut your hair off or you change your hairstyle, then it's either you're just very ugly or they only care about you for your hair, bro. And honestly, I feel like that's a win, bro. If you cut your dreads off and every single girl that was talking to you stopped talking to you because you don't have dreads anymore, that means they never liked you for you. They didn't like you, bro. They liked your hair. But honestly, bro, when I cut my hair off, I didn't see anything different. Like with women, bro, honestly, like it's the same, bro. Like some girls like me, some girls don't. Some girls still think I'm handsome, some girls still think I'm ugly. When I had dreads, some girls thought I was ugly. It really just depends on who looks at you. So if you're a person who's only keeping your dreads because you want to keep the huzz or you want to keep female interaction, bro, that's like a bad way to go through life looking at life, bro. Like if you're only doing something for women, bro, like that's not good, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, bro. Like at a certain point in the game, you gotta grow out of that. But for sure though, you know what I'm saying, if you're scared to cut your dreads because you feel like you're gonna lose female interaction, then I'm just giving you my POV, you feel me? Now if you're a person who never had any single female interaction at all until you got dreads, then maybe y'all might have something to worry about. But I ain't gonna lie, bro, at the end of the day, a girl's gonna come around, and if a girl likes you, she gonna like you no matter if you're bald-headed and have cancer in a wheelchair. That's all I'm saying. So don't keep dreads on your head just because you want to be loved by the hush, you feel me? And now I'm gonna get into the next thing to expect after cutting your dreads off, you feel me? So, you know what I'm saying, I told y'all boys a lot of things that you need to know, but honestly, I feel like this is the last thing I'm gonna tell y'all. And the next thing to expect after you cut your dreads off is that you're gonna feel different physically and mentally and spiritually, you feel me? Now me personally, I feel like it's just hair, but at the same time I also feel like hair holds energy. So when you cut your dreads off, bro, you're gonna feel free, not just physically. Like you're gonna feel good physically because you're gonna be able to finally wash your hair and be able to, you know what I'm saying, take care of your hair, see your scalp and all of that. But mentally and like spiritually, you're gonna feel different. Like when I cut my dreads off, bro, I immediately felt better. Like I wasn't depressed or nothing, but like I felt like a big huge relief. Like when I had my dreads, like the longer they got and the longer I had them, I just felt like I had a certain energy. Not aura, I don't like using the word aura, but I just felt like it was something like certain that was wrong, you feel me? So I feel like when I cut all my hair off, I just had a big reset. And honestly, ever since I cut my hair off, bro, my life has been better, bro. Like things have been better, bro. Better things have been brought into my life. I've had a better time in my life. Obviously, I still go through stuff like every other normal human, but for sure, I feel like that's one thing to expect. When you cut your hair, it's just like an energy release, you feel me? But at the same time, I don't want to get too deep into that because I ain't no spiritual person like that. But once I cut all of these off, bro, and I got it in the bag, I just felt like a lot of the problems and a lot of like the negativity in my life left my life and left me once this left my head, you feel me? So for sure, you know what I'm saying, if any of y'all boys are thinking about cutting your dreads off, this is the video where, you know what I'm saying, everything that you could possibly think about or expect to happen after cutting your dreads off, I just let y'all boys know what to expect, you feel me? The last little things I want to say to expect that's not really going to take that long for me to say is that just know like you're going to feel cleaner, like you're going to be able to wash your hair better, you're going to be able to put the products in your hair better. And I honestly feel like after you cut your dreads, once you like actually take care of your hair and do everything that you need to do for your dreads, your hair will grow fast. But honestly, you know what I'm saying, I feel like once you decide to cut your dreads off, your life is going to be better. And if any of y'all actually think about cutting your dreads off, then this video is your sign that it's not going to be that bad, you feel me? So for sure, if you made it to the end of this video, right here at this part, you know what I'm saying, I ask you to do me a favor, like the video, sub up, follow me on Instagram, and I ain't finna talk too much, I'm gonna just catch y'all boys next time, you feel me?